My favorite Rumble ranter, Richard O Team, which that's Dick O Team. I think this is a guy who gives Montagraph orgasms. I think that's it. He has sent in a bevy of super chats or Rumble rants. And I'm going to read them right now. He's got four Rumble rants in a row. He could send more in if he wants, but he's going to have to guess whether I'll read them or not. I'm very terrified of them. They do me harm. Richard O Team says, Montagraph, this is a quote, Montagraph always been into sucking little boy cack. I said cock, which is weird, but that's his thing. Isn't that weird? Like, that is weird. Look, I'm not here to stop him. Why would you not stop him? Call the cops. I'm not stopping what people are into. Look, his kink is his kink. I hope he doesn't do it. That's gross. But why would you not stop him? Call the cops? I don't know. Do you want to call the cops on that? I mean, I guess. I don't know even where he is. He doesn't know where he is. Neither does his lawyer. They just lie about it. Richard O Team says, Nick, if you have known Montagraph was a child molesting fucking faggot as a lawyer, why didn't you call the cops? Do you know lawyers? Do you understand lawyers at all? You don't, do you? You clearly don't. You go hang out with him. That's fine. He sent me, Richard O Team says, Nick, as has a lawyer, if you say someone is a child molester, do you have an ethical duty to call the cops? No, actually, not at all. This is a weird thing that you don't seem to understand. The ethical obligations of attorneys, in particular defense attorneys, are very, very different than what you think they are. But hey, keep asking questions and I'll keep giving you answers. Richard O Team says, Nick, if someone said you have, quote, always been into sucking little boy cock, and they said maybe you should be shot, is the defamation damage in your state? I don't know if you realize what you're asking, but if someone says that you've always been into something, I'm not quite sure you've accused them of anything. Might want to hit one of those defamatory elements. Like, look, is that true? Well, no. But can you objectively prove the statement of what someone is into? Or does that come across as a non-falsifiable statement? Because how do you prove what someone is into doing? Is there a problem? Is there a problem with that case? Is there a problem with that statement? I think there might be. Might kind of be a statement of opinion, statement of motive or intent, sort of a statement of obsessions, really, I guess we could call it for Montagraph, maybe, but it's not an act. There can be no witness to the act. There can be no provable or falsifiable element to the statement. I don't know, man. You tell me. I guess the only way to prove or disprove the statement would be at deposition to ask him if he's always been into sucking little boy cock. Right? Like, that would be the answer. Because how else would we know? I mean, Montagraph would be the guy who would know what he's into. So you say, hey, Monty, have you always been into sucking little boy cock? I mean, that would be the way to ask that question at deposition. And if he says yes, that's scary. If he says no, I mean, I guess not always, right? What do you do? When you go, oh, well, that's not a fair question, then you go, well, then maybe the statement has a problem with one of the major elements of defamation. Maybe it does. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Maybe Judge Fisher will get to rule on it at some point. You said he was into it. Yeah, I did. Kind of looks like he is. Seems like he is. Acts like he is. Is he? Has he always been? Why don't you ask him? I wouldn't bring my children around Montagraph. That guy's a fucking weirdo. Low Watermark says, damn, Monty just keeps coming back doing this stuff over and over. Has a lawyer. Idiot. He keeps coming back doing stuff. Look, I'm not going to talk about him anymore, but I am going to talk about daycares. Hans1PK says, Monty is a map, and where do maps belong? On the wall. I love the idea of, I'm an amateur cartographer. Maps go on walls. Beautiful decorations. Wonderful decorations. You never know how a map's going to go on a wall. You have to hang them individually on the wall to find out. Because, look, I have tons of family photos. I have tons of, like a bunch of art and all this stuff. And every time you look at the wall and you go, I think that piece of art will go there. I think that photo will go there, that collage. And you will never know until you put them on the wall. It's the same with maps. Put them on the wall. K Campbell, 48 says, can't you use this harassment in your lawsuit? I mean, it's not, guy's paying me to say stuff. I don't care what I have to say for him. Richard O team. He should pay me to say funnier stuff. He should use the money he would spend on Rumble Rants, buy a writer and like hire a writer and buy one banger of a statement. No, you can't use this in, I don't know who that is. I have no idea. That could be someone who's my best friend or whatever. I literally can't tell who that person is. It could be Montagraph. In theory, it could be me. It's not. That'd be funny. Oh my God. I should consider that. Obviously joking, but it's you can't tell who a screen name is. This is part of the problem with Montagraph's stupid claims about me for the intentional infliction of emotional distress. It's like Nick Ricada Lau. He sent his agents to follow my cars, take pictures of them. Mind you, that picture was from before I ever knew who you were. Doesn't matter. It's in Colorado. You said you're in Illinois. You would know. Like, it's ridiculous. This dude and his lawyer just flat out fucking lied, perjured themselves, whatever. No one cares. No one's going to care. Don't mistake this for somebody caring about a lawyer lying. If people cared about lawyers lying, we'd all be on fucking gallows. But that being said, it's just how it goes. No, it's not harassment. It's just a guy paying me money to say funny stuff. Cool. I don't care. That's what I want people to do. The fact that he chooses to have me say stuff about Montagraph doesn't bother me. It's someone else's words and not mine in any way that you could kind of, I don't know, like it'd be, sorry. Let me rephrase this thought because it's a weird thing. This is the product of social media conflicting with how court has worked. In the past, it's pretty easy to discern who is who, right? On the internet, it's very difficult. When you have an audience, that is large, and by large, I mean anything over like 100 people even, the people who watch you are not necessarily fans or aligned with you. But they still have the same opportunity that everybody else does to contribute to what is happening. So if someone sends a super chat and they're a fan, they can have you say and read a super chat. Great. If someone who is not a fan sends you a super chat, you don't know necessarily who they are or what they are. In fact, like Montagraph could, in theory, send every Rumble rant under different screen names on any given live stream to get me to say anything. That's why in the social media world, defamation becomes difficult and infliction of emotional distress becomes difficult when you try and incorporate the acts of others. Say, oh, they encouraged other people to do it. Let me pause it for a second. That you say, hey, this person is not good, but leave them alone. And then one of their people goes and harasses them. And then they say, oh, I did this because Ricada Law said that. And you say, I said they were not good, but leave them alone. You're like, that leave them alone is a dog whistle to go attack them. No, that's stupid. You cannot on the internet with anonymity, which we should have, apply the acts of other people into someone just because they're in some audience. Most audience members are not fans per se. Like some people sign up, subscribe to the channel, watch every show. Some people subscribe to the channel because they're looking for one topic. Other people don't subscribe to the channel and just show up in chats. You can't control that and you can't know who it is. But there you go. But see, this is the inherent problem with internet chats, live streams, audiences, and trying to do this. I talked about this with the Sniper Wolf situation. Like, she's gaslighting people to kill this guy. It's like, I mean, they don't look. Sniper Wolf simps don't want to go kill this guy. Sniper Wolf simps want to see her boobies. That's what they want to do. They're like, keep the glasses on, because that's the Sniper Wolf community. They like Sniper Wolf. It doesn't mean they're going to go murder people. Fuck's sake. All right. This shit annoys me. I don't know if you can tell. You know what? We're going to move on. It has nothing. Actually, it's I'm moving on for a completely different reason. I hate the application of intent, of, I guess, association, the application of intent, association, any of those things to someone when you don't know the answer. If we're going to willingly associate fandom with someone who happens to be on a particular stream, then what you also do is impose your perceptions and biases onto other people in other situations. You end up with hurt people that are protected because, well, they're probably into it or whatever. Just like Monty, he's probably into it. Richard O Team says, Nick, it would be too boring to make fun of you being a cuck or looking like the pianist, but Montagraph just hits your G-spot. Wait, Adrian Brody? That guy? The pianist? I think that's Adrian is he the pianist? He's the pianist. I think he's the pianist. Adrian. Oh, I can't spell his name. Yes, that guy's that guy's ugly as shit. Oh, I get it. Okay. Thanks. Ow.